We out of red in England. All aboard, yeah, you know it's Hype Train FC. Modern ambition, we got blue and gold in our kit. Plus, you know we the champs of the league, and we don't quit. Started from grassroots, yeah, the sport, we ain't taking it light. You know it's real, from fantasy to the field. You better believe the hype, yeah.
Hello one and all, and welcome aboard the home of Hype Train Football Club on our dedicated YouTube channel. The date was Sunday the 19th of November 2023, and we're a day removed from a very good 6-2 home win against Calcot FC in EBFL's Premier Division, and we were looking to complete a perfect weekend of action as we hosted Rose Thistle FC in the last 16 of the Reading District Sunday League's Industrial Cup. This was only our second ever competitive outing against our good friends at the Rose, with our first game ending in a 1-1 draw with set-piece goals for each team in a tight game at the Atrium during the first edition of the Reading Sunday Social League in the summer of 2021. We were also up against a Hype Train player in Chris Marshall, who runs out for the Rose on Sundays, so for this was a must-win game for the Train as we look to progress to the quarter-finals of the competition. The visitors from Rose and Thistle were in a bright green luminescent strip for the occasion, with ourselves at Hype Train all in red. Starting in goal we had Robert Austin, and ahead of him was a defensive line that consisted of Tom Delgado, Kai Longmate, Callum Gibbons and Joe Sawyer, whilst in midfield we had a midfield trio with Jensen Mansell, Mitchell Saunders and Wakar Janjua, whilst out wide for the team we had Jamie Carter on the left and Luke Follington starting on the right. Both were in support of Kieran Carolan in attack for the team. Among the substitutes for the occasion we had Anwar Amanga, joined by Lewis Small and Padre Gorman. We're starting off 2 minutes on the clock with the ball up in the air, with Mitchell and Wakar in midfield doing well to combine. Wakar plays in Jensen, who's got a lot of time. He picks out Carter, who's made a run on the outside of the fullback. Carter takes one touch, winds up his foot, buries the effort into the far side of the goal to give the team an early 1-0 lead. A great start by the Train after 5 minutes, with Tom Delgado now having a throw in on the left hand side. He goes long and it finds Kieran's feet, peeling off is Mitchell, and there's a 1-2 between the 14 and the 9. Kieran looks up and he's got Luke at the far stick. Luke slides in, he puts the ball into the back of the net, and just like that, after just a few minutes, the team have a 2-0 lead. In 5 years at Hype Train, that's probably the quickest we've ever started in a game, and there's a third opportunity now, and it starts when Mitchell puts the ball long for Kieran to chase. Kieran's got Craig Farrell marking him, and he picks out Jamie. The ball goes through the fullback, and all Jamie has to do is beat the goalkeeper, though he misplaces the shot. We now line up with a Kieran free kick that's angled into the back post, and Rose are just about able to clear their lines, though the ball falls out to Wakar. He lines up for a strike, though it's blocked and cleared away by Rose. Rose are now looking for the counter-attack, though there's a loose pass to Jensen, who the number 7's got so much time now to take his time. He eventually sees Mitchell make a run in behind the defence. Mitchell looks up, he makes a cross, though the ball trickles to the keeper. A first half chance now for the visiting Rose, and it starts when Callum Gibbons has possession of the ball and he drives into the heart of the team and plays Joe Sawyer at right back. There's a 1-2, though the pass is overhit and it allows the Rose goalkeeper to collect. He looks high, he looks long, and he's punted it long, and now it's left a 2-on-1 situation here where Chris Atkins for Rose has decided to go for a lob, and it's wide and high. Another opportunity now for Rose, and the ball has been played out to their left back here, who's got a lot of time on the ball as Luke is going over to close down the play. The ball bobbles over as Tom Delgado at the back stick here has done well to defend his lines. We've also hit that late November, December wind at Hype Train where Calcot Recreation Ground becomes a bit of a wind tunnel here, though it doesn't stop us playing some nice football. And starting from the back, the ball is played into Wakar's feet, who finds Joe. There's a nice little triangle on here as he plays Kieran's feet. It goes back into Wakar, and then back into Kieran's feet yet again. It means that now we're in the opposition half. We've got an attack down the right hand side, which we eventually win. Mitchell is on the attack here as he looks up. He's got his time now to pick out a cross. At the back stick is Luke, and he's tried an air shot that isn't too far from connecting. Another attack now for the team in green, and it starts when we've had to change over our left back, Tom Delgado, with Anwar doing well at the left back position to win the ball. Rose, though, have somehow managed to pick up possession here, and as one of their players has tried to free their player Chris Atkins in attack, the ball is collected. The team have been well worth our value for the 2-0 lead, and we've won possession high up the pitch again as Rose have tried to win the ball. Joe Sawyer here has done a delicate back heel to Kieran, and Kieran has then found the feet of Wakar. Wakar then turns and finds Kieran. Lovely little interplay here. Mitchell then does a lovely reverse pass into Luke. On the first time of asking, Luke has found the corner so effortlessly to give the team a 3-0 lead. That was one top-class goal, and let's look at the replay. Resuming play now with the game at 3-0, and Callum has played a nice ball into the feet of Mitchell. Mitchell's got the beating of one, and then his marker runs him down the line, though Mitchell's got the pace to beat him as well. He runs to the byline, he looks up, though Chris Marshall is on hand to defend for the Rose. From the resulting corner, Luke is stood over the dead ball. He decides to go for the in-swinger here. As you can see, there's a few men lining up, and it goes to Callum at the back post, though the goalkeeper does well to collect. We were approaching half-time with a few minutes left to play on the clock, and Chris Marshall has started an attack for the Rose as they're driving through to the heart of the team. The ball has gone to their player on the left-hand side here, who's got ample time to turn. From 20 yards out, he's picked out the top right stanchion. This is one hell of a finish from the Rose player to give them a way back into the game just before half-time. When you're winning 3-0, sometimes in games you lose composure, and that's exactly what happened with ourselves. We were 3-0 up, comfortable and riding high in the game, and then Rose got that one goal back, which just put ourselves a little bit under pressure, especially at the end of the first half, which allowed Rose this final attack of their own. They're working the ball down the left, and their player Fred, who scored the lovely chip in the first half, has got the rounding of myself in goal. But on the line, Kai Longmate has made one hell of a tackle to deny an open goal for the Rose before Anwar clears our lines. The goal for Rose definitely gave them a renewed purpose in the second half, and they took advantage of that momentum as they're here on the counter-attack. Down the right-hand side, their winger has the beating up pace as we were caught out. Chris Atkins, the number 9, finds himself unmarked in the box as the ball's gone through for a tidy finish, and just like that, the game had gone to 3-2 on a knife edge. Game on for the team now as Kieran has the ball at his feet. You've got Wakar on the left-hand side here who has made a run to the left byline. He's got time to pick up and look for his pass, and he finds the feet of Jamie Carter. Jamie eventually gets the ball under control before finding space in the box and firing just narrowly wide. We resume play on the left side of the pitch now with Kieran playing the ball to Paddy. Paddy's got some nice footwork here to find some space in between his marker. He plays the ball into Mitchell, and there's a reverse pass into Kieran, who buries the ball into the back of the net. It should have given the team a 4-2 lead. It was a lovely finish and another good team goal, though the liner who has put up his flag in this instance. The team are a bit bemused, we're a bit shocked that he's done this, but nonetheless we'll show the replay of the incident when the ball gets played. Mitchell, who has the back of the marker against him, has played the ball round him. Kieran, who's just behind the green player, has a man behind him. It should have been onside, but we move on anyway. The game is 3-2 with around 30 minutes left to play. The disallowed goal certainly created a momentum shift in the game as there's another throw in from Tom into the feet of Kieran. Kieran displays some good hold at play here as he eventually feeds the ball into Mitchell. Mitchell looks up and then moves the ball out right to Wakar. Wakar then plays it into the feet of Anwar. Anwar across goal into Mitchell, and Mitchell makes sure of it as he puts the ball into the roof of the net to reduce Rose's chances of getting back into the game with a 4-2 lead. On the break, Rose were looking for an immediate way back into the game as they've got the ball at Chris Marshall's feet and into Fred. Chris Atkins has run the ball down the line here. The speedster has the beating of Kai at centre back, and he eventually looks up, and their player Fred, who scored the chip, has the ball on his right, though there's a top save to deny a third goal.
Through the middle. Yes, keep going with Kai, go out, pal.
The ball is now dropping in the centre of the park with Jensen and Kai playing the ball out to Wakar. Wakar's done some lovely touches here to free Lewis at right back. Lewis has the time of day to run into the team, and he plays Anwar down the line. Anwar looks up, he wants to cross the ball, though there's a good recovery challenge to win a corner. Number 9, Kieran, is stood over the set piece and he's got a packed penalty area to aim for. In at the back post is Mitchell, who's peeled off of his marker. His header goes in off the post to give the team a 5-2 lead, which means that we've got doubles for Mitchell, doubles for Luke, and a great strike by Jamie to start the game. On the left-hand side, Rose have switched the play over to Chris Marshall. Chris has a nice touch here as he plays a 1-2. He was expecting the ball back, though myself in goal collects the ball. I've decided to force Chris into doing a bit of extra running in the morning before I've collected the ball. Now we're looking to get the lines up here as I've decided to go long with the kick. The ball has gone high and behind the Rose team with Kieran again exercising some good strength. Kieran's faced up with a couple of Rose defenders before he checks up onto his right-hand side, and he finally gets the shot off, though the keeper makes a good save. Some more attacking attempt by the team now as Lewis has the ball at his feet and he plays the ball down the line to Kieran. Kieran's got a marker on him, though he steps inside and finds Wakar. On the first time of asking, Wakar makes sure that he plays both Anwar and Mitchell onside. Mitchell is through one-on-one. He's got Paddy square. He's got the goalkeeper face of him and he chooses to chip instead of burying or passing to Paddy. Straight at the other end, Chris Marshall has played in one of his cohorts at Rose with their player Fred now on the right hand side faced up with Kai. The defensive line here are looking to regroup as their players run into the penalty area, though he finds the outside of the netting. Some more strong attacking play by the team in green again as they're looking to play the ball around here. There's some composed play as the ball goes into the feet of their player, who is taken out at the edge of the box. Having already scored one really good goal in the game, the Rose player steps up and he's hit the outside of the post with the free kick. We're now into added time at the end of the game here with Mitchell running through and Rose looking to clear their lines, though they've only scuffed the ball as Mitchell has the ball at his feet here. He's got a few men around him before playing the ball up to Lewis, and on the first time of asking, Lewis has drew an excellent save from the Rose goalkeeper. A blistering quick start by the train saw us go 2-0 up within 5 minutes, whilst we were also good value at 3-0 until the Rose mounted a comeback to take the game to 3-2 in the second half. Though, when the pressure really mattered, the team got the decisive goals to ensure that we advanced to the quarterfinals away at Giveback FC's reserve team to kickstart 2024. Jamie Carter's early goal and braces from both Luke Follington as well as Mitchell Saunders on the day were vital for the team as the Rose gave a battling account of themselves, and we wish Craig and Liam Farrell nothing but the best for the remainder of the season. Next up on our YouTube channel we have more cup competition on offer as we were away again in the East Berkshire Football League's League Cup as we made the short commute to Palmer Park to take on Division 1 outfit FC Riverside in the last 16 of the competition. Until next time, as ever, believe the hype.